Hello, I am here again. I was just quite thinking when I am just sitting here, I really would don't want to pass this time not to share with you these very interesting things that happened to me last night. Um, the week is quite exhausting because of online learning. Sometimes there have been responsibilities which is not for you, and you have no choice but to, you have no choice but to face the challenge of whatever it is that really exhausting your brain. So all the while I ask my employer I want to go out and again do my yoga. So I bring my yoga mat and arrive at Victoria Park around 8:15, so it's quite late. So I don't have time to, I really don't have time to stretch. I have time to stress, but doing Travis Elliott's yoga, for me, I want to finish it, and it takes 1.5 hours, and I am there doing the yoga to relax. I don't want to pressure myself that I want to finish this kind of thing at this hour. So I just want to make everything flow smoothly and flow peacefully. So instead of doing the yoga, I just saw these six students, secondary students, who is enjoying their meal because here in Hong Kong, the maximum dinner time on the restaurant is 6 o'clock. So all of those partners you can see just surrounding me, partners, and I saw those students there is enjoying. They are six. They are quite a little bit six, around 3 yards away from me. So we are a little bit closer. So I just lay down my mat and kind of lazy doing the yoga. So all I do is just lay down on my mat, stretch my feet, putting the right feet to my left, and it's just like my hand is on my my stomach. So it's just look like when I'm laying there on the dark, it's look like I am dead. Dead body laying on the playground. So I was, while I was, my headset is, I am listening to Attorney Libayan's lecture. I like Attorney Libayan's lecture. So I'm just laying there until I fall asleep. So I just fall asleep, just like when someone else is looking, we're staring at me, it's just like they are looking to a dead body on the field, because I am laying straight and not moving, because I want to feel the surroundings, I want to feel the universe, and then I fall asleep, half asleep. And then all of a sudden, I felt this kind of thing on my waist, on the right. So I did not pay attention, I just continue listening to what I am listening. So, and then I think half asleep again, and then all of a sudden I have listened this rock music beside me, and it quite scared me because I know some of the partners out there is a little bit gone, they gone because it's a little bit dark na, going to 9 o'clock already. So I was wondering, oh my God, somebody beside me. And then I slowly opened my eyes and looked at the right, and then I saw this teenager laying beside me with this music louder. So I have this kind of thinking that, oh, and he's looking at me, and he kind of, when I saw his eyes looking at me like that, and I was looking at him like that way too. So I was thinking, oh, these kids may be scared. He is thinking that I am dead. So first he threw his hat on me if I'm going to react, but I did not react. So what he did is he lay down beside me, and then he make this loud sound on his cell phone to catch my attention, to draw attention. And when I open his, he is opening, and we is staring each other like that. I get it. Okay, if you have common sense, you get it. I know the kid's frightened because he thought I am dead woman laying there. So anyway, it's just I it's just it's divine intervention. When I saw that kid, there is something in him and something in me that scares him, and maybe I think it's divine intervention that there may be a reason why this kid came to me. He wants to know if I am dead or not. So fortunately he knows, and when he stand up he knows already that I am alive. So when he stand up he get this vapor and sleep, and I think he is shy, but in my mind I am like that everywhere I go. When I saw teenagers who is smoking, I am really very intimidating. When I saw those kids who is a little bit rude in the street, foreigners, uh, kids, only students who is misbehaving in the public, I really approach them and talk to them as a mom. Okay, I'm not a perfect woman, I'm not a perfect person. I am a sinner. I did a lot of things on my past, but it doesn't stop me of saying things to this kind of kid because their parents did not know what they are doing. But this kid beside me is really very sweet. And when so I don't want to think that this kid is doing something, wants to do something negative on me. So instead, I think of a positive way that I don't want the kid will misinterpret me to what I am going to approach on them. So when the kids stand up, and first thing I ask the kid is, young man, how old are you? Because he took something on his pocket and he sipped the vapor. So I said, young kid, how old are you? And he said, I am 14, ma'am. Okay, you're 14 and you're having your vapor. Don't you know that at your 14 age, when you reach at the age of 30, your lungs is already gone or black already? So all I can say to you, young kid, I also have my son same as your age. So you have to take care of yourself, and I would like to say thank you for the for the kind of gesture, how you approach me, because I know you think that I am dead. And I can see that there is a sigh of relief on your end. Thank you very much. But young kid, please, if you can manage to stop your vapor, I know your parents didn't know that you are having this kind of thing. So could you please stop it, and maybe you can do something more beneficial for yourself. Okay? So I think this kind of thing has this kind of intervention for him on me and for me on him. So it's what you call humanity, humility. So that's what I learned from my mom. She is a person of so much humility, and my dad is very good as well. So I think the bottom line here is, I think actually he is an Indian, and I know Indian people have a very good traditional kind of thing when they are nurturing their kids. But the thing is, when our child will get out from our house, we have to trust them. Of course, we are nurturing them. We're saying them all these kind of parenting words. But once they have their own mind, once they get out from our house, we really don't know what's going on. So my point here is, whenever I saw those kind of kids who is really kind of behaving a little bit awkward, I really approach them with a nice approach that they're not going to make feel intimidated, or my concern is for them to have self-discipline. So when when we are going to approach those kind of kids on the street, so we have to be soft, but you're going to emphasize the strictness and the concern that you want to address with them. So even if those foreigners kids that who is all of them were most of them were all teenagers, because I know we have this kind of sense of responsibility to those kids, because those secondary students, I believe we still have responsibility for them because they are under 18 years old, you know. If they are college, I do not care because they're no longer our responsibilities. But these secondary students, which is a learner from the society, there's adolescents, they start to learn something, it's excite them. I think especially I saw this bunch of kids who is in McDonald's and making a mess because they are drunk, 16 years old, I think around 12, 13, 14 years old. So, and the girl is kind of drunk, around 12, I think she ranges from 12 to I think 14 years old, and with another peers. I think they are three girls and then 3 boys, and they are doing vomiting inside the McDonald's, and because they are drunk, so they did not know what's going on. They just thought everything they did is a mess because they can't control themselves. So I really approached them. Hey, young kid, and this young lady is wearing a tube, and her clothes is kind of shoot, going down, and her thing is kind of saying hello to me and to everyone. No one can stop them, even the crew. So I just kind of approached them. Hey kids, are you okay? Oh yeah, yes, auntie. But I really appreciate these kids. Even if they are drunk, they still can differentiate who is going to be trusted by the world, going to approach them, you know. So I told them, hey kids, hello, could you please chill. Said, oh, auntie, and then when she stand up, her tube dress is going down. Said, hey, excuse me, do you have your coat? Yes, auntie. Okay, cover your coat, cover yourself with the coat. Don't you know what is happening to you now? Oh, auntie, I'm sorry. Okay, young kid, relax, chill, okay? And then all of her peers is kind of laughing loudly because they are all drunk and tipsy. So we told them, okay. Shoes, relax, chill, sit down first. All of you sit down. And then, okay, clean all your mess. So you get that broom on the auntie and you clean on. Oh, sorry, auntie, sorry. Okay, next time, when you're drunk, don't go out from the place where you've been. And how old are you? Oh, auntie, I'm 14. You're 14 years old and drinking. Did your mother knows that you're drinking? No, auntie. Okay, and you're a woman. Look at your dress. Oh, auntie, sorry. Okay, next time, I said. All of them, those 6, again, kids. So, okay, next time, so just, relax yourself and try not to drink and experiment with liquor for now because you're still young, okay? So I think all you have to do is you just clean everything in there and then relax a little bit. You drink hot coffee, and then you go home, each of you, okay? Kids, go to your own home, okay? Yes, I am like that. Why? Because I am a little bit lucky that my kids, our kids, we are far away from home. Our kids is, safe, to whom we address, we trust, to the person who we trusted to take care of our kids. So I think for me, it's my way of token. It's a token of gratitude. You know that because my kids, someone who is taking care of my kids, and my kids influence, and they influence my kids in a good way. So I myself here, whenever I am, wherever I am, if I saw those kind of kids, same age as my kid, so I am responsible. I have responsibility because their parents did not know what they are doing outside their home. So I think we should sometimes care, you know. As I am telling you, I am a sinner, but it doesn't stop me, okay? It's a sin that makes me a sinner, but not me. So I think my point here is wherever we go and we saw those kind of kids, secondary, most of them were secondaries, adolescents, we all knew that they are experimenting things by themselves. So I don't just look at them doing their thing. You can approach them by saying something that can caught their attention. But if you're going to intimidate the kids outside and they felt embarrassed, of course they're going to do the same thing. They will disrespect you. So far, I am 8 years in Hong Kong already, and so far I haven't seen a kid that when I interfere, kid only, I rephrase, kid only, those students, and sometimes those graders in higher grade 6, grade 5, when I saw them on the summer, sometimes I saw a kid who is a lady kid, a young lady who is so engrossed of playing this computer game in the park, at the park, and then you can saw her skirts is flying off because she is so much engrossed with games. I really approach her and kid, your shirt is, you know. So I think this kind of act of kindness and act of concern, not kindness but concern, I think is very much important if we really care to our society. And I think this is one of the great things that I consider myself to be. Yes, I am intimidating, but in a good way. We have to care because their parents, we are parents. Their parents did not know. I do not know when my kids are gone from the. I am still lucky enough because my kid is not going to school. But who knows, right? You don't know the peers, their peers. So I think for us is we have to nurture our kids with much more strictness, you know, that we mean what we said. And because based on experience, I am really very thankful for my parents because she kept on telling us this kind of thing. Because we parents can feel the something might occur, and we have to prepare them for those kind of things. How are they going to resist the temptation? How are they going to discipline themselves? That if they know that kind of thing is a temptation, they're not going to bite it. So only I am. I only want to tell you about my story about the Indian kid, which is really very. I salute to her parents because I know somehow the parents nurture him very good. Because I can see from his eyes the concern, I can see from his eyes this love, even if he did not know me. So I salute to those Indians, to the Indian boy. I do not know, I forgot to tell his name. They are two together. So keep the love, keep the love. Yeah, keep the kindness on your gesture, and try not to judge people on the way they speak, especially on because you can differ. We are an adult. We know how to differ. Those kind of people who are keyboard warrior for nothing and the keyboard warrior for something. So let's be keep all the possibility in all of us. So that's my share for now. It's a little bit long, but I know it's worth listening. So thank you very much. My salute to every one of you, and God bless you.